Thank you. You may be seated. Wonderful singing.
Jill Reza is an attorney who practices employment law and business litigation in Irvine. She is also a professor at Whittier Law School and Vanguard University. At the law school, Professor Reza teaches upper-level writing courses as well as employment law, labor law, alternative dispute resolution, and estate planning. At Vanguard University, Professor Reza teaches business law, conflict and negotiation, and small business management. Recently, Professor Reza spent a summer in Nanjing, China, where she taught international and comparative employment law to Chinese and American students at Nanjing University. Professor Reza graduated summa cum laude from Vanguard University and then went to law school to fulfill her longtime dream to become a lawyer. In 2002, Professor Reza graduated from USC School of Law, where she served as the executive editor of the Southern California Review of Law and Women's Studies. Professor Reza began her legal career at the prestigious firm of Irell and Manella, LLP, where she practiced general litigation and corporate reorganization. She was later recruited by an employment law firm where she began her employment law practice. Professor Reza counsels numerous companies and organizations in the area of organizational human resources, general employment law, and litigation management. But what touched me deeply in meeting with Jill was to hear her own story of returning to complete her degree at Vanguard University as an SPS student and as a mother of young twin daughters, and then continuing on to graduate school. Her academic, professional, and spiritual journey are inspiring, and her love for adult students drew her back to Vanguard to invest in students like herself. She understands the unique challenges of adult students returning to complete their degrees and of graduate students going on to face the challenges of serious graduate study. She also understands the profound joy of abandoning her life to Christ and trusting Him in her place of vocational calling. I'm excited for you to be inspired by her story and her encouragement this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in welcoming our commencement speaker, Ms. Jill Reza.
President Taylor, distinguished Board of Trustees, esteemed colleagues, alums, guests, loving parents, doting grandparents, families and friends who made this day possible, and the graduating class of 2011. Thank you for inviting me this evening. I share in your excitement and I celebrate your accomplishments. This is a special day, and I am honored to be a part of this momentous occasion. I admit I feel slight trepidation standing up here this evening, not because I'm unaccustomed to speaking in front of large, intelligent groups of people. Indeed, it is my notion that for the next 20 minutes, I will try to inspire you, leave you with something memorable. Yes, I said 20 minutes. So in preparation for this speech, I thought back of all the commencement addresses I have enjoyed. And I felt a calm wash over me, a comfort in the realization that I don't have to come up with anything brilliant to say to you tonight, because the possibility that no matter what I say, my words could have a sedating effect on many of you. Nevertheless, like every other commencement speaker who has had the honor to stand at this podium, and it is truly an honor, I will give you my best. You are members of the elite. You are. Only 29% of Americans hold a college degree, and less than 10% hold a graduate degree. This is because college demands maturity, self-discipline, and commitment. If it were easy, everyone would have a college degree. While it is true that college degrees garner greater respect in society, I think the more important benefit is what this huge accomplishment does for you. A college education helps you to develop confidence, to grow as a human being. This will be a very important development for your future endeavors and will provide you with the strength to set forth in the world and do well. This day marks a milestone in your life. I encourage you to take the time to reflect and celebrate your journey. You achieved something you set out to do. You dreamed it. You worked for it. You did it. Now, it is time to bask in your glory, the glory of your achievement. Save this moment, cherish it, celebrate your accomplishment. Your friends and family are very proud of you. I expect that there will be lots of pictures, lots of hugs, lots of very proud and joyful experiences tonight. I was in your seat not so long ago. I too was a proud Vanguard graduate. I still am. I was an SPS student who took the same classes with some of the same outstanding professors. My journey here was a memorable one. Vanguard gave me the education, the support, and the foundation to begin another journey at USC Law School. By God's grace and a solid education foundation, I achieved a childhood dream to become an attorney, practice law, and teach others. I remember the first time I set foot on Vanguard University campus. Back then, Vanguard University had not yet been ranked by the U.S. News and World Report as one of the top 10 best colleges. For the third time in a row. By the way, happy birthday, Vanguard University, 90 years old. Back then, Vanguard was special in its own right. I had an appointment with a Vanguard University advisor to discuss my transferable college units and to learn more about this fine university. Frankly, I wondered if I had it in me. The self-discipline, the commitment, the time. You see, by the time I found Vanguard, I was already an adult. Full-time job, husband, 3 small children, twin daughters and my son. I remember telling the advisor, gosh, by the time I graduate, I'll be nearly 30 years old. And she, by the way, for those of you who don't want to deal with the math, I graduated from Vanguard in 1996, so that makes me 34. The advisor looked at me, she smiled, and without missing a beat, she said, "It is better to be 30 with a college degree than to be 30 without one." Isn't it? With that, I embarked on what has become a great journey. I believe Vanguard University and its strong commitment to educational excellence laid the groundwork for my continued growth and accomplishments. After graduating, I decided to pursue my dream to go to law school. I was accepted to attend Whittier Law School, where I continued my journey. Whittier Law School is an outstanding institution and is also very dear to my heart. After a year at Whittier, I decided I wanted to go to Los Angeles. So I transferred to USC Law School, where I ultimately received my Juris Doctorate degree. Now that I'm all grown up, I practice law and I teach. In fact, I recognize many of my students out there. I am so proud of you. It has been an honor to share time with you and to get to know you. From my perspective, the entire 2011 graduating class is a group of fantastic men and women. Can you believe how quickly this day came? I remember your orientation like it was yesterday. You know, the past few years have been pretty interesting in general. Since 2007, we have elected our first Black president. Wow. We have made Facebook the largest social media tool in the world. I can't tell you how many of my students are on Facebook while I'm teaching them. We mourned the loss of the king of pop, Michael Jackson. We have seen gold prices skyrocket from $600 to $1,500 an ounce. SpongeBob SquarePants became the longest running show in the history of Nickelodeon. We lost Elizabeth Taylor. Texting has replaced talking, and it is the #1 communication tool amongst high school and college-age students. If I want to communicate with my own kids, I just text them. And for many of us, our saddest moment, we've seen Paula Abdul and Simon Cowell leave American Idol. And your own relational journey has certainly made its mark. Without doubt, you cherish your memories of Vanguard University, the genuine relationships, the challenges and resulting transformation, as well as the educational excellence. Your connection to this university will last a lifetime. Your bond will grow deeper as the years go by. You'll know what I mean when you begin your life after leaving campus and you see a Vanguard sweatshirt here or a Vanguard bumper sticker there. You will feel a small sense of pride remembering your love and attachment to this great university. As one journey ends, another begins. Life is comprised of small journeys. Some of you will journey into marriage and family life, others will journey towards a new career, and many of you will go on to further your education. But for each of you, whatever your next journey will be, my prayer for you is the same. God will bless you with good health, safety, faith, and love. So what kind of wisdom can I offer you to complete one journey and begin another? Plenty, but that will take all night. So I offer 3 small pearls that mean something to me. First, each and every day is a gift from God. No doubt you've heard that before. It's so cliche, but yet it's so true. It seems we spend much of our life just trying to push through our day with an eye on the upcoming weekend, the paycheck, or something else that's not work or duty related. Some of us dread Mondays. In fact, we dread Mondays so much that often we dread Sundays because the next day is Monday. John Lennon wrote, "Life is what